how to know if a certain sequence is an arithmetic progression. A sequence is said to be an AP if the difference between a term and the immediate preceding terms is common, which is a constant. If the difference between a term and the immediate preceding term is a constant. How? This is T1, which is the first term, the second, the third, the fourth, and the fifth. So if you are to pick any of these terms and find the difference between the term and the preceding term, and the value is a constant for all of the sequence, then we say it is an AP. For instance, let's make use of T4 by saying T4 minus the immediate preceding term, which is T3. And what is the value for T4? T4 is 7 minus T3, which is 5. And what's the result? The result is 2. Now let's also pick T2 and T1. T2 minus T1. And what is T2? T2 is 3, T1 is 1. And what is the value? The value is 2. Now let's pick the fifth term by saying T5 minus T4. T5 minus T4, which is 9 minus 7, and the result is also 2. Now you can see that the common difference between any term and the immediate preceding term is a constant, which is they are the same, 2, 2, 2. So we call this sequence an arithmetic progression or a linear sequence. Also, the 2 here is referred to as the common difference. The common difference, which is denoted by alphabet D. Now, 1 is the first term. 1 here is the first term. Is equal to 1, which is also denoted by alphabet A. All the first term, they are denoted by what? Alphabet A. Now, this is the first term, second term, third term, fourth term, and fifth term. However, the value of the first term is 1. The value of the second term is 2. The value of the third term is 5. The value of the fourth term is 7. So each number of terms is usually denoted by alphabet N. And the value of N is written as Tn, which is the nth term. What is the 8th term of the sequence? What is the 8th term of the sequence? Now, this is an AP, which is an arithmetic progression or a linear sequence. Now, since it is an arithmetic progression, which is also referred to as a linear sequence, the eighth term is also referred to as the 8th number of term. And the eighth number of term has the formula to be Tn. To find a particular number of term, the general formula is Tn equals A plus n minus 1 D. This is the formula for finding any number of term in an AP, where Tn represents the number of term, which is the 8th term, A represents the first term, N represents 8, which is the number of terms, minus 1, and D is the common difference. Therefore, to solve this, let's find our A. Our A from this sequence is 5 because A is the first term. So A is equal to 5. Our n, what is our n? N is equal to 8 because 8 is the eighth term that we are actually looking for. We are looking for the eighth term, so n is 8. And d will be gotten from either t2 minus t1, which is equal to 8 minus 5. T2, this is the second term, 8 minus t1, which is minus 5. That gives us 3. Now, if you also do 11 minus 8, you still get 3. So it's the same. 11 minus 8 is still 3. So our d is equal to 3. Now, substituting the value into Tn, where we have it as T8 is equal to 5 plus n minus 1. What is our n? Is 8 minus 1 times d, which is times 3. Hence, the eighth term is 5 plus 8 minus 1, which is 7 times 3. So T8 is equal to 5 plus 21. That makes T8 to be 26. Also, in general, an AP has a sequence as the first term is A, the second term is A plus D, the third term is A plus 2D, the fourth term is A plus 3D, the fifth term is A plus 4D, the sixth term is A plus 5D, the seventh term is A plus 6D, and the eighth term is A plus 7D. Now, A plus 7D is the eighth term. This is the first term, second term, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, and eighth. Now, we can also find this using this method, which is our eighth term will now be A plus 7D. And what is the A? Which is T8, which is A plus 7D. What is A? A is 5 plus 7 times D. And what is D? D, which is 3. So T8 is 7 times 3, which is 21. 21 plus 5, which is 26. So this is also a general form to finding the certain number of terms of an AP.